Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? Texas Fed, Texas Bread. Hey, so I'm going to try to jump into it real quick, and then I'll go ahead and explain everything afterwards. Here you're looking at my Lowrider S 2020. You got a 10-inch built wheel risers with a Thrash and Supply riser bag. I got the genuine Harley Davidson grips on the handlebars. This is a custom-made Saddleman. I mean, I had to custom make it just because I couldn't find it for sale anywhere else, but it's just black on black with the passenger gel. Got the Flow Motorsports footboards. That does have the Flow Motorsports brake arm with the brake pedal. Got the Vance and Hines big radius mufflers or full exhaust. There's a 114, obviously, the 2020 Lowrider S. Over here again, Flow Motorsports foot pegs, and the shift arm, or not the shift arm, still genuine Harley Davidson, pretty much stock, and the pedal or the pad is aftermarket Flow Motorsports. Again, the grips on the bars. I'm running stock bars on the 10-inch bit wheel risers. So it's a pretty good fit. I think it looks good. Everything else, I mean, pretty much stock. I had already done the prior video. We got the LEDs, custom dynamics in the front and the rear. Everything else about the bike is pretty stock. Right, guys, so again, Texas Fat, Texas Bread. So yeah, I mean, just wanted to talk about the upgrades that I've done to the bike. I did everything pretty much at once. Took it to Harley for the stage 1, and they did the mufflers, they did the risers. I kept the same air breather, but they tuned the bike. I got the Pro Street tuner, and I mean, yeah, man, it's pretty good. It's awesome. The risers are great. It really fixed my main, pet peeve about the bike, which was the low handlebar height. But yeah, with these risers, I mean, it's awesome. The riding position is awesome. It's perfect for me, I think. And you know what? If you're debating about getting a like what size risers to get for your bike. I mean, honestly, man, if I probably would have gotten 12, maybe even 14-inch risers, I don't think they would have been that bad. I guess it just depends on what you're comfortable with and your height or whatever. I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and it's not too high for me at all. I don't know if you can really tell in the video, but my arm still has like a slight, you know, it goes down a bit. They're not completely straight with my shoulders, which I think is perfectly fine, because the way they come back, you can lean back a bit, have a really, your arms straight out, and that's comfortable. Or you can kind of, scooch up a little bit, or slant up a little, and your elbows get a slight bend, and that's a really comfortable riding position too. Makes you feel a lot more aggressive when you're taking corners or doing stuff like that. I decided to go with the stock handlebar just because I don't mind the look of it. The width, either, or length, I'm not sure what it would be to measure the handlebars, but the width of them, I'm comfortable with that. And on the bike, they feel just as comfortable. I know a lot of handlebars are shorter in length. These are pretty good. I don't mind. You might feel different about that, but to me, they're pretty good. Now, yeah, the 10-inch risers are perfect for me, and I'm pretty sure that they're perfect for you too. If you, like me, I was on the fence about it. I couldn't decide. I almost went with a shorter riser. Thank goodness I didn't. If you can't decide, just go for whatever height you think would be good. It's probably not too high, so don't worry about that. Also, I mean, it just depends on you and what you're comfortable with. Continuing with the stage 1, the Vance & Hines exhaust, I got a 2-2. The reason I went with a 2-2, honestly, I like Vance & Hines. I'm a big fan of Vance & Hines. I like the sound. And if y'all saw my other video, I actually threw on a pair of baffles into them, the Thunder City baffles, and that sounds pretty awesome. In this video, the audio you might have heard, I'm not running those baffles. I have a separate video for that. And I mean, if y'all want to get a more in-depth sound of it, drive-by stuff like that, go ahead and comment, and I'll go ahead and do a video about that. Because the video prior, I mean, it's just kind of idling, which is what I wanted. I like the Vance & Hines. I have the big radius. They sound good. They sound really clean. But I felt like at idle I wanted something a little louder, and that's what the Big City Thunder does. It's deeper, revs deeper. Everything feels, it's not significantly louder. And honestly, it just depends on every person, because I know a lot of people think Vance & Hines are too obnoxious, stuff like that. I think they're fine. Taking it around, the block or whatever, or getting out of the neighborhood, just shift it in second gear and, just try to keep the revs down, and it's not that bad. On the highway, honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I know, again, a lot of people ride with earplugs and stuff like that. But I don't think it's that bad. Just depends, everybody's personal preference. I thought they were gonna be too loud, and no, I don't think they're too loud. They sound just about right. Again, deeper, throatier sound than the stock big radius. But don't get me wrong, man, the Vance & Hines big radius sound awesome. So yeah, and again, the Pro Street Tuner, it really did bring the bike to life. On my previous bike, the Road Glide, I didn't really feel any difference, because I bought the bike with the stage 1. They installed it to me when I purchased it. So, and I had slip-ons. There wasn't a full exhaust system like I do now with the Vance & Hines. So I didn't really feel that big of a difference compared to, let's say, my buddy's Road Glide. But again, I mean, I bought it like that. as opposed to this bike. I had it stock for, I don't know, a few months, and then I did the stage 1. So it does help. You do feel like it, I mean, somehow like it could breathe a lot better, you know. You give it gas and it goes. It doesn't feel, you know, luggy or anything like that, if that's the right word. But yeah, it's pretty much the stage 1. You know, the air intake. Like I said, I kept it stock, but it already has the good airflow with that stock air intake. The mufflers got a 2 and a 2. I know that the 2 and a 1 is better for performance, but honestly, I mean, the only 2 and a 1 that I really kind of liked was the Twin Brothers, the Two Brothers Racing, and I see most of these lowrider S builds have that same exhaust. So you know, I wanted to be kind of different, and honestly, I like the way that this the 2 and a 2 Ventenheim big radius looks and sound. So yeah, again, I have a whole bunch of other little things: the Saddleman seat, that thrashing supply, riser bag or handlebar bag, whatever you want to call it. The LEDs, I mean, you already seen them. The flow foot pegs with the pedals or the pads. I mean, I think they're awesome. They feel awesome. They work awesome. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, I can go ahead and do a video on all these things. Just go ahead and comment what you want to see, and I'll go ahead and get on it. The baffles also, if y'all want a more in-depth sound review, then I could do that. So thanks for watching. Take care, and comment and subscribe. Peace out.